Yo, what is going on, friends? This is Rowan from Optimize FX, and you're watching another FXTM $1,000 Robot Challenge. If you're new to the channel, essentially what I do is I set up 10 identical accounts, all demos, and I get 10 robots and I let them trade a live market. So there's no backtesting here. I just let the robots go. I share all the settings and everything that I do in the first video. So if you're not sure where the first video is, I actually have everything set up in playlists. So what you can do is just go to my channel, hit playlists, and then you can go to FXTM forward testing, go to the first video, and you'll see it there. For all the other legends, well, welcome to another review, and this time I've actually got two new robots that I think I mentioned in the last video to show you, but I'm not sure if I actually mentioned which ones. So in this video, we're going to have a look at how they are going. I've got two new ones. So one of them is EA Salmon Hedge, and the other one, which has been a really hot topic in the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, there is a link in the description of this down below in this video. Head there and yeah, you'll see a lot of information, some robots and everything relating to the content of this video. But Euroscalper is trading Euro USD and Pound USD, and what you're seeing in front of you here is my FX book, which is the portfolio of all 10 robots. So without further ado, let's get into what happened in the last 2 weeks, because it has been 2 weeks since I put a video out. And well, not really much happened in the week beforehand, so I decided, well, not really much point me doing a video, but you know, I've got some fire things to have a look at here. So let's have a quick look at the rundown of how they are all going so far. This is a whole portfolio. I've fixed it all up. So now Euroscalper and Salmon Hedge have had their portfolio start date started from when they started trading, which was on the 8th of this month or the 9th of this month. So they've only been going for a week or two, or not even that. But anyway, so FX Stabilizer has been one of the longest trading robots since the start of this challenge. Now this one is one of the exceptions where I started it on 10,000. Instead of 1,000, and the reason being is that we are wanting to see how FX Stabilizer goes on fixed lots on a larger account. So, and I've got some new things to show you about FX Stabilizer as well, but I'll get to that when I get to the terminals, all the terminals that I'll show you. But yeah, I've found something out with it, and I think we might swap it over to that setting, and we'll see how we go, but bear with me. Goldnix, which is a life changer, same thing, different name. It has come back. So if you're new to the channel, essentially Goldnix has margin called the account twice, which is what you can see up here. So it made a heap of money, margin called the account, come back, didn't blow the account, made a heap of money, and almost blew the account again. So so we've changed things a little bit with Goldnix. We're pretty much stress testing that EA just to see how it would handle like big moves, bigger lot sizes, and you know, it proved itself to make a lot of money. And I think if you don't trade it 24/7, it's definitely one to have in your tool belt, I would call it, because all robots are just trading tools. If you don't know how to trade, use a tool properly, you're going to have problems, and it's the same with any tools that you use, whether it be drills, grinders. If you don't know how to use it, you're going to have issues, and that's the same with robots, and that's what people don't understand. All they do is they trade a set series of parameters based on the algorithm that's in the robot, and it's your job to find out its pluses and minuses, or its weaknesses and its strengths, I should say, and trade it accordingly. So that is one reason why I started this channel, is to do that, because I know for a fact that it is possible to do this full time. And I know a couple of YouTubers that trade and trade robots full time, and it is definitely possible. But it is not possible if you do not have enough equity and you don't know what you're doing. So what I'm finding is definitely $1,000 just is definitely not enough to trade with, and I'm finding that if you really want to go hard at this, I think $10,000 is definitely the minimum that you'd want to start trading with. And I've done a course before, and they did mention that $10,000 is the go. But I've been trying with 1,000 myself, and I haven't had much success. And I think the only reason being is that I just haven't have enough margin in the account to handle the big moves, because robots are not like trading manually, where you set you have a set of rules, and you can look at support, resistance, and you can look at a trend, and then you set your buy stop, sell stop, or buy or sell limit, or you do a market order, and you've essentially, when you do that, you always have a stop loss. I don't know, when I trade manually, I always have a stop loss. And the thing is that most robots trade with what's called lagging indicators, and by lagging that means they're behind the market. So if you're trading manually, you're seeing price action as how it is, but for a robot to enter, generally it's using a lagging indicator, and the strike rate isn't really that high, and most of the time the losses outweigh your gains, and that's why you start losing money if you use a stop loss with a robot. And you'll find that robots will not be profitable, especially if you're getting free ones, and they haven't been tested for a long period of time. But that's just a few gold nuggets for you guys. Don't think that you're going to become a millionaire overnight. It's not going to happen. I don't want to burst your bubble, but I've been trying now for a year and a half, and I definitely am not a millionaire for sure. And I know some people that have been really lucky trading forex market, and just seen a trend and just went all in. I've been lucky in that way, but a lot of people lose a lot of money, and that's 95% of the people that trade. Anyway, ran over. Let's have a look at Gold Nix. It has come back, and we're doing different settings now. It's made 7%. Euro Scalper has been really interesting. It's made 5.81%. Max drawdown so far has been 2.79, but we are using a 10,000 account, and I might actually do a $10,000 challenge, because we can have a look at cent accounts. If you're not sure what a cent account is, just have a quick Google search, and essentially it turns standard accounts into cent accounts. So if you've got $1,000, it turns into 100,000 cents. If you've got $100, it's 10,000 cents. That's all it is. But generally the thing is that spreads are wider on cent accounts. So just be careful of that. But it's definitely Euro Scalper and FX Stabilizer is definitely good for a possible cent account. Like if you got $100, you would have made $49 US, which is, I don't think is enough to run a cent account. If I was going to run a cent account, I'd want to go hard. And this one has made $5.80 since it started. FX Scalper X is up to 77%, so it's nearly up to that 100% mark. Made 790 since it started. Promax up 15%. Zaman Hedge has made 9.37%, but it is, I think it's down a little bit right now. We'll have a look. I think it's down $100. But yeah, drawdown 7.53. Leprechaun, which is was a crazy gold trading robot. It started on 10,000 as well. It's made 58%. Pinpoint and Ranger, they've both been trading extremely well, so $334 and $427 between them, and not much drawdown either. You definitely see more drawdown with Ranger, and I've upped the lot size on Pinpoint, so we'll see more drawdown come up there, but we'll also see more profits. And Alpha GI, I've had issues with this this laptop shutting off, and I think it got stuck in a really bad way last week when the laptop shut off and it went into a bit of drawdown. So max drawdown there is 20%, but I think that's partly because it couldn't trade out of the problem it had with the laptop being off. So yeah, with FX Blue, I haven't really gone too much more into there. I haven't updated much, so it's all probably wrong now. I just found it really not really hard, but just hard to keep up with everything. It's a lot easier with FX Book. You can just go into like settings and set the start and end dates really easily. It shows you an actual drawdown. Not that it's probably 100% correct, but what I might do is run a robot that in the next start of the next challenge that I have that actually records max drawdown on the account. So that'll be interesting as well. I'm just testing it out myself before I go do that, but that should be pretty cool. Righto, let's have a look at some charts. So this is FX Stabilizer, and this week it only had one trade, and it was actually in drawdown for probably I think it was 1.5, maybe 2 weeks, where it didn't have anything happen. It went into a fair bit of drawdown, and I think it actually was down about $2,500 at one stage, but it come back with an amazing profit of 1187 this week, and it is down 13 right now. It came very close to hitting take profit here, but it didn't, so it's going back. Euro USD is going back down again. So if I was trading this live, I probably would have, if it got really close to that take profit and it didn't actually close on the next opening candle, which was here, I probably would have closed it, and then we probably wouldn't be in the drawdown that we're in now. But it's been going really good. Now, what I mentioned before with FX Stabilizer is that we are not using auto risk, we're using turbo, and there's a risk limit here. Now, what I found out was this risk limit value does not work. It doesn't do anything if mini lot is set to false, which is this value here. So you got false and true. Now the markets aren't open right now, but I'm going to do something with you and show you something really quickly. Let's have a look here. This is called backtesting. So if you're not sure what backtesting is, I've got videos on that too. And we are going to just run a quick backtest with default. We're just going to use default settings so I can pull in some data. I'm not sure how successful we're going to be with it pulling in data. You can have a look here. Okay, it's going to download some data. Markets are closed right now, and yeah, it's found some data. It's going back to looks like March, Feb. It's going back to Feb. Oh, yeah, January. So it's going to pull in some data, and then it's going to do a quick. Yep, we're going to have some errors because that's just normal, and then it's going to hopefully do the lowest. Risk limit 1. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Bingo. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you. So you can see here that for risk limit to work, you need to have that auto lots turned on, and we can see here that it's probably a percentage that you're risking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you wanted to use auto lot, that is what you'd do. You can see the drawdown going up, but also the profit goes up. Same trades, interestingly, and it'll probably get to risk limit 10 because that's where it got to before. Okay, so it's going to show us that profit, the highest, the best risk limit was 10 in terms of profit, but the worst in drawdown, which is normal. Just remember, we're only doing control points. It is not every tick, so just disregard these back tests. I'm only doing this to show you how different settings affect backtesting and how it can affect the robot. But just when you do this, just use tick data. Don't rely on the data that it pulls in, for sure. But yeah, that's just what I found out with FX Stabilizer. I was like, how come this risk limit didn't work when mini lot was set to false? So if I optimize that now, I probably have the same value. Yeah, same value every time. I think even if I have auto risk set to true, let's have a look. This computer is making some noise, it's getting warm. There you go. So see how a risk limit does not affect anything, even with auto risk on. So if you want to use auto risk, make sure you have that mini lot on. Otherwise, the risk limit value does not do anything. And that's just essentially what I wanted to show you with FX Stabilizer. This version anyway. And this version as well, you can only trade Euro USD. But yeah, so there's some gold nuggets for you there as well. Now, Gold Nix, it has made $70 this week. And what did I do? I changed the multiplier to 1.5, step of 15, take profit of 20, stop loss, max trades, and that's we do have a trading stop on, and it is fixed 0.01 start, and I'd probably only use 0.01 per 2,000 with Gold Nix for sure. Because this is crazy. It made $70 this week, but next week may not. Anyway, right, it is gold. It's crazy. Now we can see here, this is Euroscalper, so I was just checking to see when the last EA blew the account, which was Oro, and when Euroscalper started. So it started on the 3rd of the 9th, which is not too long ago. And we are currently down $133, and but we are using 128 margin. I think it might be a percentage, I'm not sure. But it made $660 this week, and yeah, that's pretty good. I think I added I think I added Euro USD later on. Yes, I did. So Euro USD I added a couple of days later. And if anyone wants to know the settings, these are the settings here. Not using a daily target. This is just a string, it doesn't do anything. This is a string, it doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. They are just information things. You don't have to put, you can put nothing in there if you want, and it will still trade Euro USD. We're not using a daily target. Hidden take profit, yes. Lot, we're starting on 0.04 per 10,000. Multiplier is 1.71. Take profit 36, step 30. Averaging we've got on 2 instead of 1. Now that is the difference that I'm doing with EU and GU. Is that this averaging value, I've changed it. So we're going to see what the difference is between the two, and we'll see how it goes. Not using equity stop, not using open and close hour, and all the rest is default. It is filtering news and all that kind of stuff. So there you go, there's the settings there. And for GU, any other difference, we've got it on 0.05. I see I've got Euro USD in here and it's trading pound USD because it doesn't matter what you put in there. Everything else is the same except for this. I've got max trade set to 9 as well. And averaging is 1. Everything else is the same. And I did really well this week. $660 on a $10,000 account. So that's what, 0.1% a day, which is really good. For some reason, it's still including that. Oh, it's because it's probably account history, including all of it. But yeah, that's not right. But for the week and the month, it is correct. It is up $689 for the month. So yeah, really, really good. But $10,000 account, and we're only down $133, which you know, is nothing. So we'll see how we go. FXTM is still trading really nicely. For the week, it's done 500. Oh no. For the week, it's done $59. That's pips. Sorry, my bad. Did I just stuff up that last one? No. Okay, good. 0.61% of the account it did daily, and we're at $1,919. So almost that 100% mark. Monthly 18.51%. And I have heard, which I'm currently testing now, that it trades indices really well, FXTM. So what do you think? Should we add Germany 30, probably US 30, and the NAS 100 in here? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Promax, I think there was an error with Promax last week, so not last week, the week before. It didn't trade the whole week, and now it is started trading again. I think it's because the computer needed to be turned off and on again, funnily enough, and it's made $20 this week. It's actually come back alive. So I'm not sure if that was because there was a bug with it, or maybe it just wasn't trading because it didn't have the right parameters. It just seemed really odd that it didn't trade at all. So I think the restart fixed it. This is one of the new ones, so EA Zaman Magic Hedge, and it has made $32 for the week. It's down 106 though, but I think that's probably because I stuffed it up, or the computer turned off, and it was off for pretty much all day. By the time I got back from the day job and come back and turn it on, you know, it was in a bit of trouble. But we'll see how it goes. We'll try and get out of these 4 trades. It's not too bad, $106, but we'll see what happens. And all you do is you set the lot size and it changes the magic number for you. Or you set a magic number and that's it. Everything else is hidden. And it's a multi-currency trader, so you can't backtest it. So we'll see how it goes. There. Now, Leprechaun. This is another one where the computer stuffed it up. So there was a whole heap of trades here. It turned off, and then we had a big dump in gold, and gold has just been ranging down here again, and it hasn't been able to get back up there. So we're down 1,073. It's not anywhere near below in the account. It's using 2,100 margin though, which is not great, but we're only down 1,073 considering you know, the amount of lots that it's using. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the computer doesn't turn off again, but you know, it's made $6,000 odd since it started, which is not too long ago. Pinpoint. So if you remember, I have changed the lots to 1. So it's doing 1 lot trades. And this week it made $77. I think it was only a couple of trades. I'll have a look. It's GU, EU. 2nd, 7th. So yeah, there was 2 trades on the 7th that it did. And I think the second was Friday last week. But yeah, 34, 61. And you know, the take profit isn't that great on this, but you know, doing 1 lot and you're making $30 or 59 or 34 or 61, that's, you know, it's not great. But I need to have a look at some settings here. There's no take profit, so it's closing on opposite signal, so that might be why. So yeah, if you've got any more information on Pinpoint, flick me a message down below, or send me a message on Telegram, and I'll see if we can change some things to get this thing a bit more profitable. But you know, I'm not comfortable using 1 lot. yet to see how we go. But anyway, and the other one is Ranger. It got caught as well with the computer being off and on last week, and it is currently experiencing a little bit of drawdown. So I'm down $109. It used to be worse. It was, you know, it was way up here at one stage. I think it was about 300, but it is now possibly coming down. It's only AUD CAD that it's got troubles with. And last but not least is Alpha GI, which is I think another one that played up with the computer being off. It did get caught in a lot of drawdown last week, but it was able to come back with a profit. Made like 20 bucks. But yeah, it's got a whole heap of heaps of windows open. Let's see how many. This is working it out. Let's see. It's really struggling here. Now I don't think Alpha. Yeah, look at that. This is not right. 1, 2, 3. So 11 by 9. That's a lot of charts. So I think what's happened here is Alpha, it doubles up on charts. I think this is probably maybe the reason why the computer is turning off, is because there's just too many charts open. Like, holy hell, imagine if you had that on a server. It'd be blown up. So let's have a look at the settings, see if we can replicate it. So take profit, I think it's just default. Oh no, we are using custom. Let's see if we got something here. Okay, yeah, we're using this one. Alright, cool. Let's, what I want to do is close all of these charts. Control F4 closes all the charts. There's a lot of charts there. There was like more than 30. Okay. Yeah, that's scary. Hopefully you guys are still with me here. I think it was on, I don't think it matters, I think M15, Alpha GI. We'll load up this set file and see how it's only loaded that many. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think Alpha's got an issue where if you close and reopen the terminal, it just loads the same ones again. So what's it got here? 12. Only 12 charts open. Right, and then 24. Yep. Right, yeah, it's doubling it. 36, 48. Yeah, okay. Righto, so just keep that in mind with Alpha GI, or Alpha 2.0, that's just what might happen if you close and reopen. The chart, you might have to reload it, but we'll see what happens. It's got 12 charts open now, and we'll see next time how many it's got open after then. Right, so yeah, that's pretty much wraps up this mad video. Sorry for all the rants, but you know, I just needed to tell you guys how it is sometimes and give you guys a hand. But the next video I'm going to be putting out is the demo versus real, and I'll just give you a sneak peek of that on how it's going, which is pretty cool. It is still going. Let's have a look here. Nope. Rightio. So this is another video that I started like a month ago. August the 2nd I started this. And yeah, we have pretty good gains. Made 85.3% between the both. So interestingly, the reel has made more than the demo, and drawdown has been a little bit more though too, but I did talk about that I think in a video that I did 2 weeks ago, but I just haven't put it out. But yeah, I'll be doing a video on that, so stay tuned for that update. But thank you very much for watching. That will wrap up this video, so I'll see you all in the next video. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit a like. Hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this video. But that's it from me, Rowan at Optimize FX. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.